In the meantime, we have here a ProDota2 match between EHOME on the Radiant side and Invictus Gaming on the Dire side, or IG, as I will call them from now on. And I realize there might not be that many views because DreamHack is going on, and that's the only excuse that you can have if you're not watching this right now, because this should be a really good match. And we already had the drafting phase earlier. Wow, drawing phase, you know, people drawing on the map and stuff. No, we already had the drafting phase earlier, and we will see a typical lineup with a tri-lane, anti-mage, and two solo lanes, and the other lineup as also a semi-typical lane, but then with a ganking lineup with Queen of Pain, with Knife Stalker, with the Shadow Shaman to boot to push down those towers. And we are just waiting for people to pick up their heroes, and we should have a really good match. And by the way, the ganking lineup is IG, and the traditional anti-mage lineup is EHOME. And yeah, like I said, good match, should be good. And I am hoping it will be good too, as we're just waiting 6 seconds before everybody has picked up their hero and the timing goes. And we might have see an instant pause after this one, which I kind of hope, because that case...
I am Shadow Shaman.
No pause? Okay. But I still have to change my camera speed because I am a noob and I forgot to do that, because, you know, that's what I do. Okay, so let's see who's playing what. We have Ferrari 430 playing the Broodmother, going towards that bottom lane. IIF, I hope, or if, I don't know how to pronounce that properly, I'm sorry, my bad, but IIF is going to be on the Night Stalker and everybody else is going towards the top lane, so we don't know for sure if Shadow Shaman is going to be on the middle lane, but he might be. Same goes for the Queen of Pain though, because Shadow Shaman could be played as a support here too. At least we'll have Faith playing the Shadow Demon, we'll have Chuan playing the Shadow Shaman. Oh god, I'm gonna mess those two up, like Shadow Demon, Shadow Shaman, so apologize for that one in advance. And we have, last but not least, on Invictus Gaming, we have Zhao on the Queen of Pain, and everybody rotating to the top lane, seeing if they can catch someone out to kill. But so far it doesn't look like they will find anybody. And I'm just checking here if there's any trees destroyed, which is not the case, but he is walking back. He did kill off trees somewhere. I think he missed his axes. I mean, he killed these trees. He killed this tree, but that's about it. That is it. But of course he placed the ward too. So that helps. He will stop this creep place from spawning, I guess, with that ward. But that is it. Anyway, we will have for EHOME, we'll have Lan playing on the Beastmaster on that top lane, who now got full mana and again is rotating again to the top lane, where there will also be an aggressive ward coming out from IG. In the mid lane we'll have Invoker played by MMY. Like expected, he was going to be in the mid, and he's going for Exort, so we might see some nicely laid down stun strikes. We have QQQ waiting for that rune, actually gets it, Illusion rune for him on his Venomancer. And on the bottom lane we'll have Cupid Cat on the Earthshaker, babysitting with King J on his Anti-Mage. Oh yeah, this is an illusion. So yeah, this is going to be a tri-lane, and I do believe they might have miscalculated the lanes, as in, well, Broodmother on the bottom lane, of course he'll be here, but he won't be able to farm all that much. I mean, there will be a ward. Yeah, see, there we go. Earthshaker did pick up those two wards, and Ferrari just won't be able to get that close. And even with the Soul Ring, if he would get that up, he'll have a very tricky lane here. I mean, in theory, he just needs to farm and push, but if Antimate is gonna be continuously supported here, he will get no chance to, and we will probably see them switch lanes. We might see anyway, as this is a tri-lane now, with Night Stalker farming, Shadow Demon there to help out, and indeed Shadow Shaman playing support, going for a Shackle first, with Queen of Pain will be the mid-hero for IG, as he will be up versus the Invoker. And I am trying to predict where the first blood will happen, and either Ferrari will be caught out, but he noticed this ward going down, so he's not gonna let himself get caught out. And if he does, then I do think it might be a mistake for him. Oh, Gale, but he will be out of range soon. It's just harassment so far. And Venomancer is not the one with the wards. That's Earthshaker. Should be careful for Earthshaker. Earthshaker, who is rotating down to the bottom lane, to the rune spot for the 2-minute rune, which will spawn like now. Oh, lucky. Is he gonna take it, or is he gonna guard it for the Invoker? Either way, he's gonna pick it up. They're gonna go for a kill, maybe. They might be going for a kill, hoping that he will show himself in the ward again and then go for it. Or Yeah, you should use it for gank. It's such a good rune to have. Queen of Pain won't be caught out either. Just harassment then, okay. Well, we'll settle for that one. In the meantime, Lan is stacking these creep camps. We have 2 stacks right now, I think. Yeah, that's 2. That's 2. Yeah, that's 2. And he will continuously do that. And I mean, it will give Night Stalker free farm, and that is dangerous, of course, especially if you have an anti-mage. An anti-mage early game counter is that Night Stalker, especially if he picks up a silence, which he of course does, so that anti-mage can't blink away. But in the meantime, he will be secured of farm here too. And since he probably can't get that on the top lane because, you know, there's constant pulling going out from Chuan, and I mean, there's a Shadow Demon there too, and he must know that. And Shadow Demon is like the one of the best gank setup heroes ever. So you don't really you don't really want to be cut out on that. So he just stacks the Ancients, and they're just accepting the fact that the Night Stalker will get a lot of farm, and are hoping that, well, their anti-mage will farm faster and will not get caught out with this tri-lane here. I mean, they're very defensive. This ward that just got placed here, this is purely so that the Broodmother gets forced out of the experience range. And even though she did get forced out, she found a new spot, and here she will get experience again. For now, that is enough. I mean, she knows she's not gonna get any farm. But for now, the experience is enough. And she'll just wait on the static gold to come to actually do something with that. Harassment. Let's see, check out the last hits on this lane, because this looks like a fairly interesting lane. We are first gonna see if the Shadow Shaman is gonna do... What's he doing? Chasing down the Beastmaster. I mean... No! He got caught out. He did get caught out. There was a 3rd sentry ward. So Broodmother Ferrari 430 being caught out, giving the first blood to the Anti-Mage. I mean, that it happens on the bottom lane, okay, 3 versus 1. At some point, it might have just been inevitable. But that first blood also going towards the Anti-Mage, that is just very big. I'm just going to show you this screen for a second, because it does show the last hit, and we do see Anti-Mage being on par almost with the Night Stalker. Anti-Mage on 25 for 8, Night Stalker being on... Sorry, Night Stalker 25 for 8, and Anti-Mage being on 30 for 18. Of course, Anti-Mage is outfarming a bit, but not by that much, and the main difference will be this kill that Anti-Mage just got. And look at his gold, 2200 gold. Probably gonna go for a fast Battle Fury, that's what I'm predicting anyway. Unless he goes for a more traditional build and just wants to make sure that he can withstand the damage that he will take while he's silenced and they're unable to blink away if the gank comes from IG, which they probably will do at some point. And look at that goal. That Broodmother, 2 last hits so far, 1 death. She is not a happy Broodmother, and she gets forced out of the lane again. And these wards, I mean, she doesn't have a place to be safe, like, at all. She can't stand in here to get experience. She is visible here, and she's just nowhere safe. Nowhere she is safe that she can get experience, or safe. Not visible. She will always be visible. Even though the lane does get pushed out a bit now, but that is only because of this siege creep. We have some TPs going down towards the mid lane because it is nighttime. People will have a Night Stalker on the hunt. The first target is gonna be Invoker. There's a disruption. There's a soul catcher. There's a shout. There's no way he's gonna escape from that one. Queen of Pain taking the last hit, and that is the first kill for IG as Night Stalker is continuing to be on the run. And wow, Dire's Courier has been killed. So that is a blow for IG, and it is a big blow. Losing a Courier fairly early in the game. It's already bad enough that you're giving gold to the enemy, but it's even worse that you're also, you know, you don't have a Courier for a while, for 3 minutes, and that's just painful. Early game, you want to get those items fast, want to get that advantages of your early game gold that you get, and we now have 4 heroes on this bottom lane. They know they have to find a way to shut this anti-mage down. It might be too late though, because he did get a lot of experience in gold already, so, well, mostly gold, not really that much experience, but then again, Broodmother got less, so. Oh well, check a look at the experience graph is in favor of IG. We have a pause. I always think that when someone does a P, it's like a smiley face with a P. Oh, seriously? Seriously, people! Oh, crap. such an idiot. I am such an idiot. Like, worst idiot. I am the worst idiot ever. Seriously, people? We're like 7 minutes in the game. I mean, okay, it happened. Oh, wow. That is bad. Yeah, like I'm gonna use the excuse that I haven't cast in a couple days. I'm out of practice. I'm very happy that there was a pause. I am very happy that there was a pause. Like, super happy. And I'm annoyed that my sister's not there, otherwise she would have called me ages ago. Oh my god. So it's really hot in here right now? Oh. Oh, okay. So, you know, breathe. I'm gonna take some water to recover because this is so stupid. Only 7 minutes in. Like, oh. Yeah, I spill water because I can't drink. Because oh, damn it. Okay, not let this, you know, influence my casting all that much. I hope I said. I mean, I'm glad the first blood didn't happen that early. If it's a very kill heavy fight, because that would be even worse. But oh god, sorry. In the meantime, there's only 3 heroes left at IG at the bottom lane, but it does look they'll be able to force down this tower, or at least take a large chunk of it, because EHOME just thinks, okay, so we can't farm here, we'll just let our teammates farm in the jungle, and you know, take our farm elsewhere. You can have the tower, we have an anti-mage. Do what you have to do. It will give Ferrari some gold finally. Maybe he almost had enough gold to buy up his soul ring, and he will have enough gold if he still wants it. I hope he still does, though. He's gonna continue on the lane. Anti-mage is still continuing in the jungle, and we have. And I really have to follow the Night Stalker, because Night Stalker is just one of those heroes. When it's nighttime, he can pop up anywhere and get those kills. And like I said earlier, IG is a team that is like they need these kills. They have the lineup to get these kills, to get this early advantage that they want. And now EHOME knows that they have an invisibility rune, because, you know, there was a ward there, the Thunderman's ward, so they won't let themselves be surprised. We see everybody of EHOME grouping up in the middle. Looks like they want to go for something. Earthshaker's still level 2 though, but at least he'll have his Fisher. Night Stalker invisible. He's ready for it. He is ready for it. Oh, Q, what are you gonna do? Oh, that rhymes. No. Nope. Gonna go for someone else. Gonna go for the Beastmaster. Will he be able to get it though? There's a lot of support, and his tower is only a little while away. Hello. Go on. You can do it. There we go. There's a silence. In the meantime, same thing, or something happened here too. There was a Fisher laid down from the Earthshaker.
Travels faster than sound.
Oh. I don't know why he's saying that one, but I don't really know why the Earthshaker laid down that Fisher, trying to stop something from happening, but Queen of Pain still jumped in and went out of that one. Did that really just happen? Did Chuan just trap a teammate? We have a disruption, we have an anti-mage blinking away. They're fighting over these ancients, and the wards from the Shadow Shaman will make sure that they get most of them. But a TP out from Night Stalker was needed, because he was getting stomped by those creeps and couldn't go out because Chuan blocked his own team member, and that was kind of funny. It's alright. Shadow Demon was closer, that he could have disrupted that one, but he rather disrupted an enemy. No, I don't blame him. Oh well, chat going on in the meantime. Okay, so What do we have so far? We have EHOME now gathering up with 3 in the middle. Looks like they are leaving the top lane alone. Shadow Shaman is going to make use of that to get some extra golden experience and maybe sneakily push down a tower on a tier 1. He can just place his wards there and then back off and be safe. He could do that if he's not needed by his team right now. We have Queen of Pain level 8 versus a level 7 Invoker, getting the advantage there, and of course Invoker already died once, and there was Queen of Pain actually took both kills so far for IG, with her Sonic Wave earlier on the Beastmaster, and of course the First Blood as well. Sorry, no, the First Blood was Ferrari, but the gank on the middle lane as well, which we saw. When the Night Stalker turned to Stalk. Where is the Night Stalker? It's still nighttime. He doesn't pop level 6 yet, doesn't have it yet. Maybe he was aiming to still get it and then pop the nighttime, but it looks like he will be, it will be daytime before he is level 9, so I doubt that he will still be able to make this night any longer than what it is already. And what did I say earlier about Shadow Shaman sneakily placing wards? And what does he do? Place wards. Fortification did go off. He's gonna actually clear the creep wave first. No, he's gonna focus the wards on the tower. Oh, they're gonna be focused on the Beastmaster. He's gonna back off. They're not gonna kill the tower though. In the meantime, Night Stalker finish off the Invoker with the double damage rune. Invoker had to, well, you know, he got dived by that dove on under the tower. And he can do that because, you know, it's a Night Stalker and it's nighttime. That's what he does, diving. Because we have a tower being pushed a bit again. So far, the pressure has only been on EHOME towers, not really on IG towers yet. I mean, even though EHOME run that very strong bottom lane with their anti-mage, they can't really do anything. Oh. No! That is why it's the counter for the anti-mage. There was a silence, there was a void. There's just not that much HP on a anti-mage because he's counted on being able to blink away. So if he can't blink away, then he's just very squishy, especially to a Night Stalker that has double damage from it, and it's night still. Actually, it just turned morning. Okay. So, yeah, kill on the anti-mage, very big kill. Let's see what the anti-mage has gone for. In the meantime, gonna go for his Battle Fury. Yeah, like I said, a Vanguard might have not have been a bad idea because, of course, he would have been able to. Oh, hello, Queen of Pain. What are you gonna do? Oh, is she gonna steal the last hit? Yes, she is. Zhao taking the last hit for the tower. What a juke! Really, that was not what King J was expecting. Nice job from IG, but she's gonna pay for it now. There's a shout, there's a roar, there's a Sunstrike, Invoker taking the last hit. That'll teach you, but she got the tower. She won't complain. He won't complain. Nice one. Nice one indeed. And that is the second tower going down on IG's, on EHOME side for IG, in favor of IG. And the third tower, third tier 1 tower, last tier 1 tower on the EHOME side, looking pretty squishy right now too. Only 300 HP left on that one. And like I said, I mean, this tower, they're not being damaged at all. I mean, it's gonna be tricky for EHOME. They have to hold their ground until their anti-mage is big enough. As I have been saying, I should not repeat myself all that often. And so far, I mean, he does have a kill. Actually, he got first blood, so that's super good. He has a death though, and that is exactly what the Night Stalker was there for. He only has 1 death so far, and Night Stalker has 2 kills in the first nighttime. And of course, first nighttime is very important for the Night Stalker. And then I would almost say only getting 2 kills, even though it's still, you know, half the kills that's being done, isn't a bad thing, or is a bad thing. That he should have gotten more, but we will see how it will work out. I mean, if it's going to be different in the next nighttime, and if they're going to be able to catch out this anti-mage more often. Seems like they're happy with leaving him alone so far, just letting him farm up. I mean, that's kind of dangerous though, but. It seems like they're quite confident. We still have Ferrari pushing on this bottom lane, picked up his Soul Ring, picked up a Hand of Midas, is going to be able to catch up on his experience with that one as well as his gold for the delay that he got earlier, of course. And he's going to be facing, oh, nighttime, MMY, oh, pops the invisibility, and there's no dust or anything on the dire side. In the meantime, middle tower did go down. Shadow Shaman Ward's making sure of that one, as we have anti-mages rotating down to kill off some creeps. Just so he doesn't have to face the Queen of Pain. Queen of Pain who might... Oh, hello! Nah, she blinks away. Blinking past each other. Meantime, bottom tower is being pressured. And this is what IG's tactic is about. I mean, they're getting towers getting those kills. Not that as much kills probably as they would have wanted, but they're getting the towers, they're getting the gold advantage, and we do see the gold advantage going towards IG right now, even though it's, I mean, this is just tower gold advantage. They're facing an anti-mage that is farming very good. If we check out, yeah, I'm gonna check out this gold per minute. Sorry. If you check out this gold per minute, it's highest, not highest in the game, because at the moment that's Broodmother, which I have to say, he really made a comeback on that one. Broodmother highest farm per minute together with the Shadow Shaman. It's of course also because they have been taking those towers, but Anti-Mage definitely not doing bad for the situation he's in. I mean, he's not able to take towers, but he is continuously trying to look for farm and has succeeded. Has got a kill, died once, but you know, stuff like that will happen. He is getting his farm up, and he is not doing a bad job. And so far, the rest of his team, their job is just to keep off IG until until their enemy is big enough to join in team fights. Maybe when he gets his Battle Fury and then gets his Mantis Tower or something like that. But still, the towers go down very fast, and I am expecting IG to want to finish this before the 35th minute. Quote me on that one. But we we will see if that's gonna succeed, because around that time Anti-Mage will be too big to deal with. Well, too big depends on how hard it gets shut down. In theory, if he keeps up doing what he does now, maybe get picked off once or twice, then he will be able to be big enough to take on the carries of IG. And I say carries, even though there's not really hard carry, but take on the heroes of IG and turn the game around for them, because so far it is going in favor of IG, and they're gonna pick up Roshan here too, and it's gonna be free because EHOME cannot do anything against that. I mean, they do have an Earthshaker, but he can only lay down a Fissure so far, which is of course not a bad spell, but he doesn't have an Echo Slam, he doesn't have a Blink there, he doesn't have Farm. He has an assist though, so that is nice for him, but he is level 4. He is level 4, and that is just very painful. Check out the experience graph. So far in favor of IG right now, and that is a level 4 Earthshaker versus the lowest level is level 7 Shadow Demon. So level 7 support on IG versus a level 4 support on EHOME. And Earthshaker, what is he doing to try to get more farm? He's trying to go to the bottom lane to share some of the farm that Invoker is getting. Invoker, who was mid, is also not as high as he wanted to be. I mean, there's a level 11 Nightstalker, there's 2 level... Well, there's 3 level 11s now on IG side, and he is level 9, and he wants to be at level 11 as well. But of course, level 9 is a very good level to be at, because you will have... No, he doesn't. Okay. I was gonna say a level... Well, you will want to have those 4 levels in Quest, and to be able to get those 2 Forge Spirits that are so powerful. As it looks like IG just wants to make sure that Beastmaster is not getting that experience and farm that he was aiming on with those Ancients. But this time EHOME is ready for it. Oh, pops the nighttime. He wants to go for this one. Kill misses. Nova going on still though. Roar going off on Zao on the sidelines as he blinked in. Took a Nova for that too, but Venomance gets picked up by the Night Stalker. Getting a killer creep. Red Sunstrike is not gonna hit. Sonic Wave not doing that much damage to the Shadow, through the Anti-Mage, but he is so low already as Night Stalker is on the run. Will it be something else? Venomance worth hitting. No, he will get away with 90 HP. Pops his bottle. Make sure he gets away. No kill done for EHOME. There is a kill on the Venomance, it's only a support, so EHOME... Oh, it's not over yet though. Blink on Xuan. Wants to get a kill on the Beastmaster, as Faith is there too. There's the Shackle, and that's the Ether Shock, finishing it off for Xuan. So I was gonna say they only got 1 kill out of that, and I thought that EHOME should be really happy with that, because it was a great initiation from IG, but Beastmaster getting picked up there because he thought it was safe to go back to his Ancients. It wasn't though, it wasn't. Blink Dagger on Xuan will make sure of that one. He still had some mana left and make good use of it. There he is, Blink Dagger. Also has a mechanism up. I have to say, sorry for not looking at all the items more closely, but I kind of forgot. So we have a gem up on the Shadow Demon, making sure that, well, counter warding most likely, making sure that the map control is all theirs, and that is very important, especially if you want to... I mean, the Anti-Mage, he wants to farm, but so far... He's missing his tier 1 towers, the safety from that is gone. He doesn't have any wards because they've been counter-warded, and he cannot farm all that freely. He can walk up into the jungle and just try to farm some, but he doesn't know where everybody is. He doesn't know if he's gonna get caught out. and that's just very dangerous for him. Dangerous situation for him to be in. We have a smoke up on EHOME. Let's see where they are gonna go. Oh, and of course the invisibility of Invoker, but that will only matter that much in teamfights. But still, it will matter. It will definitely matter. We have Queen of Pain. She picked up the Aegis as well as an ultimate orb, so seemingly going for some early sheepstick, and that is basically against the anti-mage because they know anti-mage is farming. They know that, but if they have enough sheepsticks, they can stop him still. And even if he gets up his Manta style, he will not be able to pop it because he's a piglet. And if they have enough sheepsticks, they will be able to counter him that way. Let's see what the Night Stalker is building so far. Oh, I think the donkey is bringing him something because he looks... Oh, there we go. Going for an Aghanim. He's going to go for that radar Night Stalker, making sure that he sees everything. I mean, if you talk about map control, you talk about a Night Stalker with an Aghanims. And if he is then going to get the gem from Shadow Shaman as well, you have a true sight radar. And that is just an amazing thing to have. As the gem of True Sight now gets swapped over to the Shadow Shaman, who, like we said earlier, he has a mech up as well. So having that team fight, I mean, they know they have an Earthshaker, they know EHOME has an Earthshaker, and that is a lot of team fight. That is more the Echo Slam is a lot of team fight. That is more team fight than IG has in a hero, and the Spiralings there too. It's just it can make for pretty good Echo Slams. We see go on the Venomancer. Shout is not gonna get it. Ether Shock is though. Well, such a low HP, does not get hit by another Shadow Poison, so he will stay alive. Never mind, Zal blinks in, gets a disruption. There's the Echo Slam, but it's actually got missed because of the disruption. She still goes down though, or does she? No, she doesn't. She blinks away in time. She blinks away in time. That was not very good communication from EHOME with the Echo Slam there too, and Sunstrike not hitting in time. That was that disruption. Oh, this was a savior disruption, of course. There was a teammate disruption, so that disruption saved his life of his teammate. Wow, messed up with the heroes on the wrong side, but a great disruption then to save his teammate. And she was able to blink away straight after, so a good job on IG, not losing any heroes and gaining one, the Venomancer, once again. Still got pissed off. I didn't know he was still going. But that's the words of Shadow Shaman being placed, so they will not go into the CO3 tower until they have those up again. So we'll see them going back to farming. BKB now up on the Broodmother, just so he's able to continue his farm, so he's able to not get Mana Bird, not get Fisher and stuff like that. And if I mean, he gets his damage from his right-click damage. Of course, it's a right-click damage Broodmother, and if he has his BKB, he will make sure that he is indeed able to right-click, and with his life still up, with his unsatiable hunger, we'll be able to continue doing that and not die. So this is just always a solid item to have on. Hey, does he have new stripes? Did he always have white stripes on his head? I didn't notice that. Huh. Sorry, distracted. But yeah, that's a good item to have on the Broodmother. As, well, that's probably information that I'm telling you that you probably already know. We have also got a mech up on EHOME, though, very important item to have for, well, for every team, basically. But a lot of burst damage coming off from Queen of Pain. If she does her Sonic Wave and you do your mech afterwards, it will help a lot. And that's why I'm also hoping that EHOME will also be building a pipe, because that is also one of those items that they really need. I mean, Ether Shock is just such a high damage spell. I mean, we saw it being used on Antimate a couple of times now, and it's just a lot of single target damage if it's just one target, and that's just very dangerous. So Antimate's getting silenced. If you really want to go for this though, Roar going up, Gale, Sunstrike, Meteor, Fisher, he is gonna be disrupted. Faith saving his teammate, Meg will pop, he will be safe for now. And there we have Queen of Pain, Sonic Wave not hitting anything, but Creepstone Tower still goes down. Venomman's taking that one, and they're gonna be backing off right now. What a great save from Faith once again. That was a surely dead Night Stalker, but Faith saving the day, saving the Night Stalker, sorry, saving the Night. And a good picture from him. That is exactly what you need to do as a Shadow Demon, saving your teammates. Disruption was there. We take a look at the gold graph, because I haven't done that in a while. We have 1500 gold in favor of IG. Not surprising. We only just saw the first tower going down on IG side. And that was really the first tower going down for them, and the kills are also of course in favor of IG, and they have, because of they kill the towers, IG has more map control, so more space to farm in, and even have Ferrari clearing out the Radiant jungle, so they can't really go for that one anymore either. As it looks like they might try to catch him out though. Do they have a dust on them? Yes, they do. Venomanta does. I think Ferrari knows that something's cooking though. I think he knows. So he's gonna be playing it very carefully. But every 5 heroes of EHOME are now in the Radiant jungle, in their own jungle, I should say. It's their jungle, and Ferrari is just invading it and trying to make use of it. But oh, is there gonna be no? It's just access, just harassment. There's no roar yet. Yes, there is. But the support wouldn't be there in time if he did use the roar, even though there is dust. But they're happy with just taking the farm. We earlier saw already Antimate having his Battle Fury complete. 1500 gold up on him. And there is the last tier 2 tower going down on EHOME side. And, well, they just let it happen. They rather take some farm from themselves than trying to defend it. They know IG might not be pushing in yet. Oh, Lan is gonna go down. Beastmaster being caught out, and there we go. Nightstalker getting a mega kill. I mean, if we look at this, oh, so never, we're not looking at that. We're seeing Cupid Cat being turned into a chicken, being held by Shackles. Gonna go down. Queen of Pain taking the kill.
That was
And that is 2 heroes being caught out of position by IG, as this game is looking more and more dangerous for EHOME. I mean, they have the Antimate, that this is their hopes and their dreams. I mean, he has to farm up fast so that IG does not have a chance to push against that Sunstrike. It's going to do some harassment. It's going to hit though. Void going off, and the more harassment this time from the other side. And I mean, the Shaman Words, it's a perfect, it's one of the more perfect spells to have if you're holding a siege, if you're not sure that you're gonna be able to push in, because they know that, I mean, in theory they know that they have the advantage right now. They must know they have a gold advantage, they have a level advantage. I mean, experience graph also towards the 20k difference. But going into a base, it's a whole different ballgame. Levels and gold do matter, but there is such a big advantage for the defending team that you can't just really push in 5 versus 5 if you don't know 100% sure that you're going to be able to take it. You normally don't do it, and that's why those Shadow Shaman wards are great. I mean, you can just stand at the base, keep killing off creep camps, place your wards, do some damage on the tower, go back to farming because you have that advantage, you have that map control, you can continue to farm, and then, you know, as soon as the wards are up again, they're going to go again, and they're going to get a Roshan and sorry, there's something on the floor, and they're not going to get contested for, because EHOME knows that they don't have anything. Shaker Lane and Fisher already killing some of the creeps. We have Queen of Pain picking up the Aegis once again. She does have a Sheep Stick, is probably going for that MKB next. Why, at least that's what I'm expecting. Get some extra true shot damage, and that's also something that you want to have if you're sieging a base. I mean, you're gonna be safe when you're standing here or something, and you want to be able to just throw down some hits when you can to this tower, and then you don't want them to miss. So, you know, getting that MKB up, very useful item to have if you're holding a siege. I like to call it a siege, in case you didn't know that. It's an entertaining word. So, what else do we have for new items build? We do have Nightstalker indeed picked up that Gem of True Sight. Goddess Aghanim's complete. Is picked up an Ogre Club. Is probably go for a BKB just to be sure. I mean, of course it's not going to stop him for the roar, but he's able to survive the roar anyway. Of course, with even more so with the Shadow Demon there on the sideline to save him, save anybody who gets roared anyway. But yeah, BKB just so he doesn't get cold snapped, he doesn't get a fish. Sorry, yeah, Fisher. That's what I wanted to say. It's cool. And stuff like that. It's just a good item to have. That goes for every hero though. We also have a Venomous, also has a Gem of True Sight, I have to say. So Gem on both sides right now. He's gonna use it also to counter ward, and of course also to see Broodmother, who has been on this bottom lane the whole time. Like constantly, the whole time he has been here. He almost has his Manstyle complete, and will probably be joining in team fights with that one. In the meantime, he will just be happy to continue to push back the lane. I mean, if we see this tower, 1300 for 1300 has not had a single hit yet, and that's because it is Broodmother. That is because it is Broodmother. Of course, at the start, when the lane was held back by the Antimage himself, that was because of him too, but basically right now it's because of that Broodmother. The rest of the towers are not unharmed anymore. As, well, let's see what other heroes we have. Oh, Anti-Mage. Yeah, that's right. That's what you want to do if you see Nightstalker. You turn around and run. Especially one that has already killed you. before. Still only has 1 kill, so 1 death though. That's the only time he died. And he's also building towards his Mantis now. Even though Broodmother will have it earlier. I mean, his gold per minute is not really that high. I mean, this button I was looking for. And that is purely because, one, he doesn't have the towers that Broodmother has. That's a lot of gold missing right there. And still he has 420 gold per minute. Hello, Battle Fury, and that's what that Battle Fury does, getting those gold per minutes up. But it's not enough yet. I mean, he has to prolong. His team has to prolong the push-ins that will happen at some point from IG, and I feel like they're waiting a long time to be able to do this. I mean, do they want to get some extra items up first, like an Aghanims up on the Shadow Shaman, which he seems to be building for? Get those extra damage on the wards, extra wards also. Might give him that advantage, and they might be confident enough to still let Anti-Mage farm in the meantime. I mean, that could be a possibility. And they have a Shadow Demon. Doesn't really have that much apart from wards. There's 3 smokes in his bag, so 3 smokes, and that is a lot of smokes. Even though I don't think we've seen them being used more than once. But just buying them up, making sure that it's kept on cooldown. I would guess anyway. Did she buy something? Yes, she did. Hello, MKB. So that will help them too. They might have been waiting for that one, just so that she can shoot up the hill. And we have a Broodmother, so... Oh! We don't have a Broodmother. Broodmother just died. Being caught out. Everybody of EHOME being deployed for that. Sorry, I was too much in the zone of no kills that I kinda lost track of having kills. Luckily for her, she already got her Eagle Song, so it is not looking like a Manta Cell. She is gonna go for a Butterfly, I would think.
Illusion.
With that one. So yeah, more damage for her, but she did die, so we'll probably see IG, who was almost ready to push in. I mean, they have the MKB, they have the wards, they might still want to place them, it could be, but they don't have the counter pushing Broodmother, and that is something that they were probably counting on having. Just pushing out the creep wave. I mean, the aim always is, if you're gonna hold the siege, if you're gonna push out lanes, or push out one lane if you're gonna try to get a tier 3 tower, you want to have all the lanes on the map push towards the tower, push towards the base of the enemy. And they almost had that. Broodmother would have pushed this lane all the way back in the meantime. The lane on the top lane would have been there, the middle lane would have been there. It would have been the perfect opportunity, but because Broodmother died, they got slowed down, and they're gonna have to wait again until they're able to do the same thing again. But it will happen. At some point, sooner or later, it will happen. And that fight will... If there's gonna be a fight, you know, sometimes there's fights, sometimes there's sieges, and sieges that's not fighting. That's just standing at the base of the tower and trying to get a couple of hits in to slowly bring it down. But when a fight does happen, and this Anti-Mage is gonna mingle on that, I mean, he has his Mantis Tower completed. This is a farmed Anti-Mage. I mean, he had a great time early on, and he's not had that much trouble. He doesn't have any kills. He doesn't have the extra towers that the rest of the team have, as in on the other team. But he is farmed, and he is continuously farming. This is a very dangerous time bomb, and it's ticking. It's ticking hard. And IG probably know that, and they do have a sheep stick, so they have ways of dealing with him. They have a silence, so they're not all that concerned. And of course, Shadow Demon, haven't mentioned that this game, but as most people will know, he is a good hero against an Anti-Mage. If you disrupt him, you'll create his own illusions. And if you have a farmed up Anti-Mage, that means you'll have farmed up illusions. Win-win situation, and those illusions also drain mana, so... It is a good hero to have against an Anti-Mage, but still, it is still an Anti-Mage. I don't know what else I can add to that one. Anti-Mage is dangerous. There's a reason he gets banned out, or he got banned out like tons. There's also a reason why if picked up, Night Stalker was banned also though, because that was because he was such a good counter at the start of the game. But this Night Stalker, yeah, he got a kill on the Anti-Mage solo 1-on-1. But not more than that, and we still see only 3 kills up on the Radiant side, which means that we have 3 heroes actually not dying yet. There's the Night Stalker, the Shadow Demon, and the Shadow Shaman. Those are the only 3 heroes on the map that have not died yet. We see a ganking coming in the meantime. No, TP was sooner. Anti-Mage does not have time to farm, or does have time to farm, and is gonna TP to his base and then gonna continue farm on the top lane. That is his aim. As we once again see IG working towards that moment where all lanes are pushed out. That is their aim. And there we have Butterfly complete on the Broodmother, so she didn't need to wait that long. It might still be a Mantacell is going to be on the way. And so far it's just waiting. I mean, that is exactly what it is. We have a pipe being built on the Beastmaster, so they will have a pipe in the next team fight. Like I said earlier, a very important item to have if you're gonna have Queen of Pain, Sonic Wave, and the Ether Shock, and they want to go in on this. Or look at that through shot. She just can hit something. That's all she needs to do. If she can keep that up, able to just throw out a couple hits every creep wave, this tower will die at some point. And this is a siege, and we might see some wards being placed up on the base soonish by Shadow Shaman. There we go. And they want to kill off the creep wave, and they want to kill off this tower. Look at that tower dropping. And there we go. Do they want to go in, or do they just take the tower and oh, make nighttime? Waiting for BKBs to pop up for people to run in. That doesn't happen yet, though. Doesn't happen yet. Wards from Shadow Shaman already being finished off. I mean, with Venomance here, you have one of the best, like, turtle heroes ever. That is just MKB. She can just stand here and get in range and get some hits in on the tower. And if there's gonna be wards again, that is just gonna be really annoying. Because the wards will always get in some hits, and if you also have a Queen of Pain trying to get in some hits, you can't really focus one down. You will have someone hitting it regardless. Blinking away. So they do have a roar, and that will be the initiation from EHOME if they want to go in, but they don't really want to go in. Do you think, is our anti-mage ready for this? I mean, there's a lot of farm up on IG. Oh, disruption on anti-mage. And he blinks away. Fisher stopping Queen of Pain, but look at this tower in the meantime. Oh, those illusions! Like I said, Shadow Demon illusions, making illusions of the anti-mage. Look at this tower down by the illusions. Are they gonna try it again? No, they're backing off. They've had enough, they're backing off. Anti-mage is, that's because anti-mage is backing off. He couldn't be countered anymore, he couldn't be copied anymore, but I mean, really, they didn't set foot over this line. Well, okay, Queen of Pain was like there, you know. But still, the barracks went down, tier 3 tower went down, and Roshan's back up soon. They know that. Hey Roshan, let's you know, get in a kill, and let's take that game. Take the Roshan and maybe go in with a Roshan and actually push in this time. Actually get some team fight going, because with that Aegis you have the luxury of doing so. By the way, teams don't see this timer clock going past. They just do this on memory, or at least you know, they remember the timer motion went down. It's only cast at that clock. Just saying. And Cheese will drop this time too. Also, for people asking, I am not the only English caster for this match. There's actually 3 different English casters for this match, so if you know, you could just watch somewhere else if you're not enjoying this cast. There's a lot of options right now. ProDota2 always make sure that they have a lot of casting options. Normally they do anyway. The games are known in advance. Let's see what the gold graph says. Well, nothing surprising there. Even though experience graph has been equal for now, for a while, 25k. That is because IG has been grouping up, not getting that much experience, and of course, only King J getting some experience here from kill. Look at this gold, 4k gold, really. 4k gold up on the anti-mage. What is he gonna go for? Is he also gonna go for Butterfly, or does he rather want the BKB? That might be a good option for him, just to make sure that he doesn't get nuked down. Of course the pipe is there, which is of course not. Oh! Hello BKB up on the anti-mage, and this might be the indication that they're ready to have their anti-mages going in team fights. They're ready to take this. But then again, there's Aegis and there's a Cheese up on IG. Aegis is actually a relief up on Queen of Pain, there we go. Does have that sheep stick, so they want to have that option, and Nightstalker has the Cheese. So let's see if this is gonna turn into something. Barracks already got some extra HP up on them in the meantime. I mean, they do regenerate. Axes. I'm waiting for that roar. The roar will be the initiation, I think, unless Antimage just wants to blink in with the BKB and start hitting stuff. Gale, Fisher, Queen of Pain, blinks out. And the ward's being placed from Shadow Shaman. Doing some damage on the tower. You know, because they can. Antimage helping out.
Dire's middle tower is under
Disruption and illusion, but you can make illusions of illusions. So look at these illusions. They're just gonna go up on the tower and on the barracks, and it's just gonna continue happening. Backing off disruption again in 7 seconds. They might wait though for the wards. The wards which are still 75 seconds. It will be a long wait. Gale just flies, no, not hitting anybody. Let's see what happens. There is a pipe up also now on the Beastmaster. There is actually no pipe up on IG, and they're gonna back off again. No, they're not. Nighttime pop. Broodmother there now. Queen of Pain actually not there. Picking up a double damage rune. What is she gonna do? Is she gonna buy Boots of Travel and then get back here instantly? Gonna push down the swords, and the siege continues for IG. That's so awkward. Maybe try to lure out EHOME since they now know that Queen of Pain is in the middle lane, so they're a bit more sure about themselves. Not having to worry about Queen of Pain blinking in all of a sudden. Queen of Pain, 3k gold. Oh no, she's not. What? She picked it back up. I don't get it. Oh well. Anyway, BKB in the bags for some hero here. It's gonna be Shadow Shaman. Point booster on the side, BKB up. Blink in, and he has his wards again. And it looks like, I mean, they're taking their time. They're just standing here, not too worried, waiting for Queen of Pain to walk her way back. To actually, you know, take some farm on the way. It's cool. And they might rotate to this middle lane and take it there. I mean, they have not killed this tier 3 tower yet. You could just want to do that one. All lanes are pushed apart from the top lane. Top lane actually gonna push into the tier 2 tower. Wards are being placed. We do want to go in, and this tower is gonna go down though. It's just Queen of Pain with a double damage rune. Just getting that, and she's gonna focus. Oh, disruption. It's gonna be on an anti-mage again, and they're gonna rotate. Oh, roar up on the nice start of BKB popped. Echo Slam there, Venom on something, but the BKBs are popped. It's not doing that much. Anti-mage pops the BKB too. Queen of Pain doing some damage, but is gonna go down. Anti-mage taking the kill with his void, but there's the Aegis being popped up again. Meantime, Invoker gonna go down on the side lanes, and Ferrari backing off again, and there's the focus on the barracks. It's 2 for 1 right now. Earthshaker down, Beastmaster down for a Shadow Shaman, Shadow Demon on the Dire side. As we have King J once more. I mean, they did took out the Aegis, of course, too, from the Queen of Pain. Barracks still not down, that's what counts. It will regen if they can hold this off, and it looks like they will be able to hold this off. There's not going to be any copies anymore from the Anti-Mage, which was the most annoying thing there. For, that is for EHOME to deal with. But still, there was a lot of ultis used. I mean, Echo Slam and Venomance Poison Over used, but there was just not a lot of people to take damage from that. There are so many BKBs up, BKB Shadow Shaman, BKB... Actually, everybody had a BKB apart from the Queen of Pain. Queen of Pain who died anyway and came back because she had a... because she had an Aegis, but Queen of Pain now also picks up a BKB. So she will have that one in the next team fight, which will make and the Echo Slam and the Nova completely useless. Of course, there's still a Roar, but they feel like they're confident enough that they can take the hits before the Roar is over, and then are able to do something in return. The only one that should be careful is the Shadow Demon, and he did get picked off here. But he has a Force Staff to stand in the back. He has got a Disruption to disrupt himself if he thinks it's needed. And he is just he is one of those heroes that will stand in the back, throw down his Shadow Poison, and do nothing else. And he can do that. Oh, hello, Smoke. There they go. See Blink going on the bottom level. Bottom lane, rather. And they're waiting until someone oversteps, and someone does! We have Beastmaster being turned into a piglet, and we have him at Mag Pop, Pipe Pop. Is he gonna go down? Doesn't look like it. Gale going through. Style being slowed, and was it? Looked like there was a creep being turned into a piglet too, but it doesn't matter. We have copies of Anti-Mage running up again, doing some damage onto the barracks. Big, look at how tanky they are. Wards being placed, gotta be focused on the barracks. This is what counts. This is what they want. They want to get down these barracks. Queen of Pain pops her BKB. Oh, and there goes the barracks. That is all all she wanted to do. Right clicks those barracks down, and that's the first barracks down. EHOME with their anti-mage not being able to force a team, well, not being confident to force a team fight yet, even though I do think they would stand a very good chance. But they're constantly waiting for IG to make a move, and that gives IG a chance to push in and just do some damage to the barracks. That's all they need to do. That is all they need to do. We have a Daedalus being picked up by the Broodmother. Who cares about it? Who cares about a Mantis Cell? Gonna get the Echo Slam being turned into a Piglet, not doing that much damage. Cupid Cat is gonna go down. Roar going off of face, who dies very fast to the anti-mage. In the meantime, oh, double force stab Invoker is gonna go down. No, he's not. He's gonna be able to get away. In the meantime, anti-mage trying to do some damage, but gets done more damage. Oh, and he's gonna get away. Doing more damage on the Broodmother, or at least Broodmother doing more damage on him with that Daedalus. It's just a lot of damage being pumped out from him, and like I said earlier, he's a right-click damage hero. And this is not a bad fight for EHOME. They fought it off, but I mean they lost the Earthshaker only, who just was happy to blink him because he has a blink dagger showing off, doing his Echo Slam, and they did get the Shadow Demon and did get the Shadow Shaman. Actually going both to the anti-mage, so double kill up on him was very important. But they did force the anti-mage back, showed like, okay, you took down our supports, but we are still stronger than you are. So, even though in theory they won that fight, it doesn't feel like they did. It doesn't feel like they showed they had the upper hand. It was just misplacement from IG. Not being ready for that blink dagger from the Earthshaker, and that's just why you have a surprise blink dagger up on your Earthshaker, of course, but still. Ocean's gonna be up again soon, and they know that. And the Aegis is already being used. And the cheese is already being used. We also have still Queen of Pain after her BKB. Still has a Demon Edge in her bags. I'm really hoping that she's gonna go for Maelstrom or something like that. It could be what you're thinking right now. Divine Rapier. That one. Or also Daedalus. 2 Daedaluses up on IG. It could be. It could be anything. It could be a Rapier. And so far, solid defense from EHOME. And okay, so I said earlier in the game that I was thinking IG were gonna aim to end it at 35 minutes, and of course they were gonna aim for ending it, one way or another. But at least if they had that goal, it didn't work. And they are now still fighting an anti-mage, and they only have 1 Rex down. And of course it's nice to have a Rex down. You gain some lane advantage, you gain some some extra gold advantage, I can almost call it, as the creeps will give less gold than the normal creeps, as in the mega creeps will give less gold. But it's still, you can't deal with it. It's not that big of a problem. We have a 5k gold up on the anti-mage. Might also be going for some damage, and there goes Roshan again towards IG, because blink in. Nice shackle, 4-stop, not saving him enough, and he is gonna live though, because the wards are not in range there, and is gonna be able to 4-stop again. And the more 4-stop, Demonic Purge, Soul Catcher, silent, and that is one Invoker down. Night Stalker taking the kill. QQQ is gonna go down so fast afterwards, dropping the gem. Buyback from the Venomancer. Dire's Courier respawned in the meantime because it did get killed off earlier. That's if you're not carefully holding a siege. You have your courier flying back and forth, and it's just a dangerous thing to have. But 2 quick kills for IG, free ones as well, and they took a Roshan and they left the cheese. Oh, there we go. And Aegis being picked up by Queen of Pain once again. No surprise there. And Daedalus is indeed the item for Queen of Pain. Okay, so no Rapier. Damn it. But yeah, 2 quick kills for IG. So just for free also. I mean, just catching out some heroes on the sideline. That just shows that EHOME is not ready to take these fights yet. They're not ready to look them up. I mean, in theory, you'd say EHOME has this if it gets late enough, but having that much damage up on IG, it's just sorry, I get distracted. It's just really tough to deal with. But one way to deal with it is if you have an aggressor that's gonna try to kill you. and you have like a direct stun or something like that, you could take it down before that. That would be
Double
amazing, right?
damage.
So why not get that? Why not pick up a Abyssal Blade and make sure that you have indeed a single target stun of 1 minute cooldown? A very good item pickup here by Anti-Mage, and of course, the bash effect. Does it still have a bash effect? Yeah, mini bash, or at least the bash effect, and that's just. That is a great item to have. I mean, both of these heroes gain their strength most. Oh, double damage rune, Sunstrike. Who cares? Just harassment. But both of these heroes gain now most of their strength on a right click, and if you can just stun them so that they're not able to do it, it's a very good, good thing to do. The only thing that is an issue, there's two of them. There's only one stun, so they gotta make sure that the other one gets taken out by like a roar or something like that. Really, Queen of Pain? Really? Jumping into the forest, who cares? It's fine. Double damage rune wearing off. She still wants to get the range barrack. Looks like EHOME are gonna give that to her. Axel Fly, but who cares about range barrack? Goes down, and they're backing off again. Nothing to do again at this lane. Their lane will push out themselves, and they will go back up to this bottom lane. Place the wards, focus them on the barracks. There we go, everything posts, and they're gonna focus on the barracks too. BKB popped on Queen of Pain. Nothing will deprive her from her path. Fortification is still, well, a roar will deprive her from her path. Okay, Shadow Demon being taken out in the Anti-Mage in the meantime, but Zao, back from his stun, is gonna continue hitting this barracks and gets him down. He has an Aegis, he doesn't care, he'll be up again. Same as the cheese for the Night Stalker. We have Invoker being taken down by the Broodmother. Pops his BKB 2 Anti-Mage on the run once again. Sonic Wave going through. Venomancer no longer safe. Queen of Pain gets a double kill for the two support there, as the barracks is the next target for that one. Where did Queen of Pain go to? There she is. There is the barracks once again. Zao just making sure those barracks go down. That is 2 sets of barracks down for IG right now. 2 sets, so that looks very good for IG as Anti-Mage once again. I mean, maybe instead of an Abyssal Blade, he should have picked up a heart. Because he dies a lot. And there, like I said, okay, you can stun your opponent, but there's 2 opponents. There's 2 heroes dealing the damage that you know, that could kill you, and you can only stun one. And the other will still do the damage, so and he doesn't really have, he doesn't have a Vanguard, he doesn't have a heart, and that would really be a useful item right now, because like you saw, he just got forced out. It was just too much damage to deal with. We have a Shadow Shaman, by the way, he was disconnected, who's also set the pause, so we're gonna have to wait until he's back. Take a look at the gold graph in the meantime. I mean, it won't come as a surprise to you. 25k in favor. Experience graph even more in favor of IG right now, as they have been continuously forcing EHOME to stick it to their base, to defend their base, and only Anti-Mage has been able to feel safe enough to actually go out and farm, which he has done successfully, but there's only one really farmed hero up on the Radiant with 500 gold per minute, and there is 2 really farmed heroes on IG with the Queen of Pain and the Broodmother, and that is like we saw, that's just very hard to deal with. There's a Disable and a Roar, there's a Cold Snap, there's a Fissure, but it won't last long enough to take those 2 heroes down. It will be very hard for EHOME to do anything about that. We do have a Plate Mill bought up by the Beastmaster, but Beastmaster is not going to be the target here. I mean, he has a Roar, yes, but basically almost everybody apart from the Shadow Shaman and the Shadow Demon probably will... What? NS? Oh well. But those 2 will die in the time that the Roar is there, but the rest won't. The rest is just too tanky right now. So that is just, I mean, he's not gonna get focused on. So that's that. In the meantime, I'm just checking because I feel like they should be going for a sheep stick. Because that is also one of those disables that you want to have, and it would be a good item on the Invoker, but Invoker just not has that much farm. He died 5 times, got 1 kill. He is not in a really good position right now. He was able to pick up a BKB, and that's an item that he needs too, but he still got picked off like you saw earlier. And he has a Force Staff to get himself into safety, or just you know, position himself for a good Ice Wall or something like that. But it is just not enough right now. The farm is playing a big part right now, and even though normally you would say, okay, at this point of the game, 53 minutes in, this is usually a part where items don't really, or where gold doesn't really matter, because you know, the teams will be mostly playing for strategical reasons, and as in you mostly have to place yourself and have the positioning would be more important than the gold and stuff. Right now, that's not the case. That is definitely not the case. This difference right here from these push-ins that IG has been able to take successfully, these push-ins have only been successful due to the items and the damage output of their two carries, and just the fact that there's no damage. Well, there's the anti-mage that does damage, but he gets taken down very fast as well. And there's no sheep stick. There's nothing to deal with these two carries apart from the stun from the Displate and a roar. There goes the roar, but there's not going to be enough damage. Mordor is there. Echo Slam going down to Zal. Pops his BKB. He's going to be able to blink away though. 50 HP left, and there's the Mana Point not taking him down because he's still on a BKB. But the right click from King J will still get her done. Then there's a buyback instantly. As anti-mage is in a lot of trouble right now. Is Silence. Will he be able to blink out? Gets turned to a chicken. He has a lot of HP, Ultron might be at risk here. Gale's going off in the meantime, Shadow Demon being taken out, and there goes the anti-mage Night Stalker getting that one in. As Queen of Pain takes out the Venomancer, she is back, got put to travel, was able to kill off the Invoker and the Venomancer, and got a double kill for that one, as the only one that is still dead on the dire side is the Shadow Demon. In the meantime, I mean, wards had to be placed outside the base for this one, so they won't be here for the push-in, but I don't think that Zao really minds. Look at his damage. This tower is gonna go down so fast, and the barracks is gonna be next.
Top tower has fallen.
There is no escape for EHOME. One ranged barracks to go, and that is gonna be it. And there will be mega creeps, and I don't think that EHOME will be able to get away from that one. But no GG called yet. BKB, or sorry, no BKB. So cooldown, and he's gonna be able to blink away though. As there's the GG. There's the GG. Shadow Shaman killing off the Earthshaker still, and well, King J still wants to do something, but it has to blink away because there's just too much damage with Insatiable Hunger up from the Broodmother, and that is the GG call. So this will mean that IG Invictus Gaming will win this game from EHOME in this ProDota2 league. And we have some disconnects, but it looks like they're gonna have to finish off these tier 4 towers in order to get the end screen, which everybody would love to see, most likely. And oh, roar! Are they still gonna? It's just a Shadow Demon. Leave Shadow Demon alone! He's gonna be fine, he's gonna be fine. I mean, he died 4 times. Out of the 9 kills that the Radiance has, he died 4 times. And that is already a great thing to have on itself, as in, it could have been more, it could have been a lot more, but he has had some good positioning and able to secure a lot of his teammates too. I mean, must not forget about that one. He's gonna take some more heroes of himself. Oh, Broodmother still killing Cupid Cat in the base, because, you know, fountain killing and stuff. And there we go. She thinks it's enough. Let's kill the base. Look at how fast it goes down. She also picked up an Abyssal Blade, by the way. And there goes the Radiance. So, while this throne explodes, while you see the end screen, I will thank you for watching. I am Sheever. I am a Ghost2Gamers caster. Go check out ghost2gamers.net and find all your esports information there. This was a ProDota2 match where IG was able to take the win over EHOME. Oh, by the way, you can also check out my own website, SheeverGaming.com, to find more information about me, about my cast, and more importantly, you'll find there the links to my Facebook and my YouTube, which you should subscribe to. So go do that one. And yeah, so well, thank you for watching. I am probably gonna go back to watching DreamHack, which I was doing before, although I don't think it started yet. So we're gonna have to wait for that one. Or at least, well, someone says in the chat that there might be a different game up, but I will check.